I don't know why I'm just typing in the chat. Can you guys hear me talking? I'm so used to doing that for premieres where you just type it in the chat. Hey, Arnita, and hey, Tam. Hey, Kamira. Okay, yeah, Shondism 101 is having a live on Instagram right now too. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, I started a tad bit early. Yeah, once we figure everything out, then I guess it'll be okay. Thanks for coming anyway, Kamira. I know that you can't stay. See ya. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for coming and joining me for live at 5, live at 5 at live, live at 5. Hey. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. TSJ is now Tam Diva. Okay, so you changed your name. I guess that's okay. Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Okay, so the first things first. When I did my video of the clothing haul, and you guys helped me pick my dresses out, or my dress out, one of you had suggested that I ask my husband to pick the dress after you guys had already voted. And so I went to him and he said, why you ask me now? When you had everybody else pick it, he says, I'm not gonna pick it. He said, you let them pick it, so let them pick it. So I said, okay, all right, just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. So I did, and the winner was number 1, which was the leopard dress. The leopard dress won out by 1 vote. Everybody else had voted for the green dress that everybody thought was black, the one that was off the shoulder. But the leopard dress is the one that won. So that's the one that I wore. I actually have a picture up on YouTube of the end result of the party. I couldn't show the picture here because I don't think I know how to do that. I'm not sure I can do that, but yeah, the picture is up there. So it's number 1, and I did wear the Davita wig because you guys had said that you wanted me to wear the Davita wig, so I did that. A lot of people like the red dress too, but it came in 3rd, actually. The red dress came in 3rd. So it was the leopard dress, then it was the green dress that looked black, it was the red dress, and then I think the one that came in next was that mocha colored ruched dress that was sleeveless, that kind of tan looking one. That's the one. So anyway, thank you guys for helping me. My husband really did love the leopard dress. It's funny because when we were in the man cave dancing, he kept looking at the dress, at the leopard dress, and he's like, I like that. He said, I like that dress. He said, how come I never saw that dress? So I was like, okay, yeah, you haven't seen it because you weren't supposed to see it. But yeah, he liked that dress. And he told me to thank you guys for choosing that dress. So, because he couldn't take his eyes off of it all night. Oh, there's a pizza. Hey, Pookie, the pizza man's here. He got to go get the pizza. But yeah, he loved the dress and couldn't take his eyes off it. And we were dancing to everything from Chic to Teddy Pendergrass to Earth, Wind and Fire to, I mean, Maze. We just danced to all kinds of things, slow, fast, whatever. We had some drinks because like I told you, he has his pub table. So we had some drinks and we had a good time. So yeah. Yeah, the picture is, I don't think I can post it in here. I don't think I can post it in here. I posted it up on my YouTube page. I have all my other, whenever you guys get notifications for like pictures and videos and stuff, I posted it up there, the picture of the dress and the wig, yeah. Because I don't think I have the ability to do that. Yeah, I don't think I can do that in here. Pookie, I got another pizza because you had rewards and it was free. So I just got me one and I got you one. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll put the picture up there. But what I wanted to also discuss with you guys today, yeah, we did. We had a great night. Yeah, we had a good time. We did. We had a great time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know what I want to tell you guys. I did a video not long ago where I told you guys about that eye-conique felt pen. that you can use to put your eyelashes on. I don't have any eyelashes on today, but yeah, that eye-conique pen that I told you guys about, that I said was $5 that you could get at Wig Types. I used that pen 3 times and it dried up on me. I was so mad, but I figured for $5, you know, what the heck. But I found that when I put it on my eyelid, if I had on like glitter shadow or some kind of shadow that was really pigmented, that pigment would come off onto that felt pen and it wouldn't adhere like it would before. So I'm thinking that in order to use that, I'm gonna, yeah, right. So in order to use it well, I'm gonna have to make sure that I can do it in such a way that that the shadow doesn't get on it, because that made me so mad. It wasn't sticking after I used it like 3 times. It wasn't sticking anymore. And I don't know what everybody else's experience was with it, but that was making me mad because I bought 2 more after that. So I thought, okay, fine. If I'm only gonna get 3 uses out of this $5 pen, then I'm just gonna use it, you know, for those 3 uses and be done with it. But I'm certainly gonna tell Wig Types about it because that was really not cool. It kind of looked like it was losing its ability to adhere because of the fact that it got eyeshadow on it. And so I took my finger and I started tipping it, putting my finger on the tip of it, and a whole bunch of the stuff got on my finger. So it's not like it wasn't there in order, you know, the adhesive wasn't there. I think it's just that because of my eyeshadow, it just wasn't working. And 2, for me, when I use stuff like that, I don't press really hard because I'm thinking, why should I? And, you know, my eyes are kind of sensitive and, you know, they're not like as elasticized as they used to be. So I don't really push hard, and I don't know, but yeah, that was a disappointment for me. So if you guys got it and you got the same result, please let me know, because I'm going to be sending a list to Wig Types, letting them know about that. Yeah. Oh, just use the black adhesive like you showed in that videos. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And another thing, that Lash Couture that I told you guys about, that's black, that you can just put directly on your eyelid, you can do it with the clear too. Lash Couture has clear as well. And I use that one too. If I don't want to look like I have liner on my eyelid, I'll use the clear one and put that one on and then stick my lash on. And that works really well too if you're the kind of person who doesn't want a black line on your lid. So yeah, so I want to let you guys know what my experience was with that eye-conique pen, because that really disappointed me, because it worked really well the first couple times. Then after that, like I said, it seemed like the eyeshadow was getting stuck on it somehow. So anyway, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to talk to them about that, because they're always in Instagram talking stuff. And so the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is something that was bugging me this week. If you guys saw, okay, let's get the liner and left my review on the post. Yeah, it didn't work for you at all? It didn't work for you at all, huh? Yeah, well, it worked for me. It just didn't work for me that long because, like I said, it kept getting the shadow on it. But I wanted to talk to you guys also about the color bomb wigs. I love Outre, whatever you want to call it. I love those color bomb wigs that they're coming out with all the different colors. They've got all these different golden ambers and, you know, velvet colors and all the different shades, sort of like the combination that this wig has. You've got so many different combinations of colors now. But I want to warn you, I would lift it after 30 minutes. Yeah, mine never came off when I did use it. But yeah, I was disappointed that it wasn't adhering after a couple times. But anyway, the clothing haul that I had the other day, where I showed you guys the different Outre wigs, just so that you know, those Outre wigs are going to look different depending on the lighting. And that may be for everything, but I was very surprised because I did the Outre Bona wig in amber blonde. I did it in amber blonde in my clothing haul. And then I saw Beauty by Cat do it. The same color wig, although she had the longer one, Cassidy, but she had the same color, and she had a lot of light on her wig too. And my wig didn't look nothing like hers in terms of color. And I think, well, what is up with that? I'm like, why would my coloring look different than her coloring? And I'm thinking we both had bright lights on our wigs. So, and mine was shorter, but still that color combination should have still been there, because mine looked more like it was a dark brown and like a light brown and gold, but hers looked like red. You know, hers looked like she actually had some auburn in hers. And I was real disappointed about that. So then I looked at Miss Chrissy. Miss Chrissy did the, I think she did the Bona wig in wheat blonde. And so then I saw the girl from Wig Types do wheat blonde as well. And when I compared the two pictures, it was like, they don't even look alike. And granted, the girl from Wig Types, she didn't have a whole lot of light on her wig. Hey, Kai. She didn't have a lot of light on her wig. And Miss Chrissy had more light on her wig. But still, I thought that the colors should not be that much different in terms of how they look. So I'm just letting you guys know that when you go to buy those color bomb wigs, you're going to see different shades of the color depending on who's reviewing it, what their lighting is like, and all that stuff. All the colors are beautiful, in my opinion. I think all of those color bomb wigs are beautiful colors, but I was a little disappointed that the color blend difference seemed to be so obvious between reviewers, even if they had bright light on. So yeah, you noticed that too? Yeah. Yeah, because I looked at like I said, I looked at that wheat blonde of Miss Chrissy's and the wheat blonde of Wig Types, and that was like weird. Hey, Kai, did I say hey? Yeah, that was like weird. So, you know, just be careful when you're choosing the wig that you want. Just keep in mind that depending on who's reviewing it in terms of their lighting, those colors will vary. Because like I said, Beauty by Cats, is it Beauty by Cat? Is that what she calls herself? Anyway, hers was definitely different coloring than Miss Chrissy's, but they had the exact, I mean, than mine, we had the exact same wig, the amber blonde wig. And Miss Chrissy and the Wig Types woman, I don't know her name, I should know it. The Wig Types lady, her wig was wheat blonde and Chrissy's was wheat blonde, and they look different. Yeah. Oh, is that her channel? I thought that was Wig Types channel. Oh, okay. Why do you say Wig Types and it doesn't have her name on it then if it's not her, if it's her channel? I didn't know that was her channel. I thought that was Wig Types channel. That's interesting because she's got the Wig Types logo up there. So my assumption was that it was hers. Din Din, is that her name? Din Din. That's interesting. It's Din Din time. My husband just bought pizza. So I guess it's Din Din time in this house too. Wig Types girl is Din Din. Okay. Yeah, Beauty with Cat. Yeah, I love her. I told you guys about her with the Sabrina wig because she did this one in that copper color. Oh my goodness, she's just adorable. I love Beauty with Cat. She's just so beautiful. But yeah, just be careful about those wig colors because they're going to vary. They're going to vary. Yeah, you said your color looked a lot different from your studio to outside. You could even see it outside on your video. Yeah, I'm thinking that the lighting must be it. Because when I looked at mine and I looked at hers, I thought, man, I love her color, but how come mine doesn't look like that? And two, since I had Bona, which is up here, and she had Cassidy, which is down here, they may have brought that color blend down more so that she's got more auburn in hers than I had in mine. So I'm thinking, yeah. Oh, so she has two different channels? Does she have a channel called Din Din and a Wig Types channel? Because, I mean, I watch her sometimes just to see what's dropping because usually she'll have the stuff that's dropping pretty quick and you can at least get an idea of what the wig looks like. That's what I like to do before I buy something. And that's another thing, ladies. There are some people on here today that actually are wig gurus. But for those of you who are not, one of the things that I suggest doing is always check out what everybody else has before you buy it. Because that's what I do. I'll go and see if Kyra Sean drops a wig, I'm going to watch Kai's review. Then I'm going to watch somebody else. And then I'm going to watch somebody else. And then between the three or so people, then I'm going to say, okay, I like it or I don't like it, or the color looks good or it doesn't or whatever. Of course, I only watch Kai because she makes me laugh. I cannot watch Kyra Sean without cracking up. Oh my goodness. I don't care what she's reviewing. I don't care what she's reviewing. As soon as she comes on and she has that little smart statement at the beginning of her videos, I'm there. She got me. And I'm there for the rest of the thing. And not everybody has that talent. But oh my goodness, Kai has that talent. And oh, it's just so awesome. I just love it so much. I love it so much. I don't care what she got on her head. I don't care what she's doing to her face. I'm just listening. I'm just listening because I love her so much. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else was I going to talk to you guys about? Oh, you guys know about the date. You know about the dresses. Yeah, you guys got to check Kai. If you've never watched her, oh my goodness, you got to go see her. And Kamira, I want to thank you too, because you are always promoting everybody on your channel and showing people's videos and stuff. That is just so awesome. And again, congratulations for being monetized. I know that happened recently, and I'm just really happy for you. I don't think I'm ever going to get monetized. And if I do, I'm like, well, what am I going to do with that money? Buy more wigs, probably. Yeah, that's what I would do. Buy more wigs. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Wheezy. Wheezy has become a very cool colleague of mine. Wheezy is so sweet, and Wheezy would do anything for you. She will give you the shirt off her back. Although she did throw her dish towel at me and hit me in the head with it. I mean, she is giving, but you know, I didn't really need her to be that giving. But yeah, she hit me in the head with that dish towel. But anyway, oh, okay. So one of the things that you guys had asked me about for the chat was that you wanted to talk about the different types of lace. Now, I think I had mentioned to you guys that the different types of lace that we're seeing a lot now, all this HD this and HD that, that is really transparent. I mean, it's different. I'm finding that it's different, you know, levels of transparent. Some of it's lighter than others. But it seems to me like it's really just transparent, because I had been looking for that HD lace that was gonna, you could put it on your forehead and everybody could put the same piece on their forehead regardless of what color they were, and that it was gonna work for everybody. It's just not happening. I was hoping and praying for that, but that's not the case. When I find lace that works for me, it's because there's just a bunch of different lace options, and the fact that they're just varying levels of color is just really weird. Because in the beginning, I was like, okay, all lace is brown. I'm just going to accept all lace is brown. Then when they started coming out what they call transparent, that was working better for me. But then I found that some of that transparent stuff is like way lighter than I am. And I'm thinking, if that's possible, you know, but I mean, yeah, some of that stuff is even lighter than I am. And sometimes I actually do have to put something on it. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is thin. It is thin, Kai. It doesn't last a long time. You have to be careful because you can tear it real easily, too. Yeah, yeah. It's easy to tear. But, I mean, I guess the bottom line is you just have to find out what works for you. And if you buy a wig and you love that wig and the lace is either too dark or too light, there's a way you can work it to make it work. Unfortunately, for me, for if it's way too light, it's almost impossible for me to do anything to it. I mean, too dark, that's what I mean. If it's too dark, it's almost impossible for me to do anything to it. If it's light, I can fix it. But if it's brown, it's just a wash. I bought a wig. I bought a braided wig, an expensive braided wig from Africa. And when that wig came, that lace was so brown, there was no way that I could wear that wig. I had to sell it. I sold it to my boss because she wanted her daughter to have a braided wig. And I said, here, girl, you can buy this, because I'm telling you, I can't do a thing with it. So I really have to be careful when I buy wigs that have the brown lace, because it's just not, I can't do it. It either has to be transparent so I can darken that, or it has to be so-called HD so it fits my skin color. Like this wig, it pretty much fits my skin color. I don't really have to do anything to it but put powder in the part. But yeah, so that's kind of that. The other thing that you guys have been asking me about was, what was it? Oh, you guys asked me about skincare. So most of you know I'm 62. Some of you thought that I was 58 because my name has 58 at the end. But no, I'm 62. 58 is I was born in 1958. So yeah, so that's my birth year. Oh, you're right, Weezy. I don't think there is a real HD on these synthetic wigs. But even on the human hair wigs, the HD, I think that can be kind of questionable too. I think it's probably better on the human hair wigs. The 2 wigs that I got from Wow Ebony, they were good. I mean, I thought that HD was good for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be working for everybody. So yeah, but it worked for me, and that's what I really liked about that. Yeah, they're just saying HD and transparent to charge us more. You're right. You're right about that. And speaking of charging us more, has anybody ever figured out why that Geneva wig was $60-something? I still don't understand that. And matter of fact, when I did have a conversation, they said, well, you know, we really can't judge the price by like the length of the wig or the hairline. They're saying that it's the color. They're saying that they get charged more, or somebody's charging somebody more money to make the different colors in the wigs. But if that was the case, all these wigs that came out recently that were like $27, $30, that's cheaper than $60. And I actually thought that the Color Bomb wigs that were cheaper had better coloring than that Geneva wig did. So, yeah. So anyway, what I was going to say is, as far as my age goes, I'm 62. I turned 62 this year, and thank Jehovah, I'm still alive. But what I have always done since I was a teenager is moisturize. Ever since I was a kid, I think back in the 70s, well, of course, we probably all, I think the only thing we had in the 70s was Noxzema and Pond's. That was all I had. And Vaseline, if you were going to put Vaseline in your face. And some people actually did put Vaseline on their faces. Yeah, you're right. Geneva is cute. And she is bouncy. But $60 I thought was just a little bit much for her, because I just didn't see the difference between her and some of the other Outre wigs that weren't that expensive. So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, when I was younger, I used to use either Noxzema or Pond's, and I religiously moisturized my skin. In high school, we didn't wear makeup. We wore lipstick, and we had this blue mascara. Blue mascara was huge in the 70s, early 70s. We used to wear blue mascara and lipstick when lip gloss first came out. It was in the 70s. So we had these little pots. They called them little pots of lip gloss. And we put these little pots of lip gloss on our lips, and we'd have this blue mascara. And that was it. We didn't wear foundation. I mean, they didn't have any foundation for women of color anyway. I mean, CoverGirl was out, but CoverGirl was the color of that wall. So, you know, so yeah. So anyway, we didn't have any foundation for all of our different colors back then. So we didn't wear foundation or powder or anything else, just lipstick, which is basically gloss, and that blue mascara. But I always moisturized. And by the time I got in my 20s and I moved into television, when I became a reporter, they actually started paying for my makeup. So as a reporter, even though they didn't pay you a lot, at least not at my station, I guess they called themselves making up for it by paying for your makeup. So whatever you bought, they pay for it. So I thought, well, shoot, if they're going to pay for it, I'm going to go to the most expensive makeup I can find. So I started wearing Lancome. And I wore Lancome foundation and Lancome mask, you know, everything Lancome for about 10, 15, 20 years. And my skin, I really do believe that Lancome has kept my skin the way my skin is now. Unfortunately, I didn't put a lot on my neck, so my neck is not in as good a shape as my face. But yeah, so I've been wearing moisturizer, and it was mostly high resolution moisturizer from Lancome. But I started looking into different other skincare, and so I'm going to share that with you guys. I found a company, you may have heard of them, called Image. And Image Skincare, you might have seen them a lot on Instagram or whatever. They sent me a bunch of stuff. And so next week, I'm going to showcase all the stuff that they sent me. And I'm going to try some of it for like a week or two, and then come back and let you guys know what I think about it. But yeah, so I'm going to show that to you in my favorite products Friday of the skincare that I got from them. Because yeah, I'm going to let you guys know what I think about it, so that before you purchase it, you'll know whether you'll know my opinion. Again, like I always say in my disclaimer, is my opinion, and it may not be the same for you. But yeah, I'm trying to get some other companies to start sending me some stuff that I could share with you guys. And I'm going to be giving away some stuff. So I'm going to put together a little packet of different types of things, not just skincare, but makeup and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to put together a little packet, and I'm going to give that away to somebody of some of the stuff that I've been getting from these people that are sending me free products, and they're sending me full size stuff. So, whatever you get, it's going to be full size. So I just want to let you guys know that, because you guys have been hanging with me, and I really appreciate it. And granted, I know I gave away 4 wigs about a month or so ago, but when I get stuff, I really want to give stuff to you guys as well. So yeah, so I'll be doing that. And the more that I get from people, the more I'm going to be giving away. So yeah, but I'm just trying to branch out and give you guys some things that you want, help you guys out with any questions you might have about some products. And if you have some products that you're interested in and you would like to try, let me know and I'll contact them. Because I mean, all they can say is no. So yeah, so what I would do is if you have a company that you're interested in, but you don't really want to buy it or spend the money, I'll see if I can get them to send me something, and then I'll try it and I'll share it with you guys. And then if they send me enough, I may just give it away, I may just give it away. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was you guys were asking me about my hobbies. And I don't know if you guys know that I write books. You guys know that I write books. And I've self-published a lot of the books that I write. So I know I had put out there that if anybody was interested in learning how to do that, I'd be happy to do a live to explain it to you. I probably won't do a video to talk about writing books, but I can set up a live to explain to you guys the process. If you have a book inside you, because I think everybody does. Everybody's got a book inside them. If you have a book inside you and you want to know how to get it out there, I can show you guys how to do that. I can tell you how to do that, because it's there's a lot to it. It can be expensive or it can be cheap, depending on what you know. Because trust me, I spent a lot of money on my first one, not really knowing how to do it. But after my 4th one, I pretty much figured it out. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll give you that information as well. Oh, did you get your book, Weezy? Good. Yeah. So I'm actually working on another one. It's a marriage book. Actually, it's a book about marriage, not specifically about my husband and me, but about what it has taken for us to really have a successful marriage. We're going on 14 years, and I know that's not a whole lot of time, but there's a lot of things. And this is number 2 for both of us. This is number 2 for both of us. So we've learned a lot after the first one, and yeah, and I've learned a lot about just relationships and what I need to be doing and not doing and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you said your mom wrote one? You and your mother wrote one? Oh, well, I can help you, Easy. I can help you get it published. I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you what to do so you can avoid spending too much money. But yeah, and yeah, so that's one thing. So if you guys are interested in something like that, I'll set up a live and discuss that with you guys if you want to do that. And how to get publicity too, because I mean, having been in television, I kind of know what they look for and what kind of way that you can pitch it to get on radio and to get on TV, like your local station or whatever, to actually push the book that you're writing. So yeah, so I can help you guys out with that. Also, Jess the Dragoness. If you guys are not familiar with her, Jess has been making COVID-19 masks for people. So if you don't know Jess and you've not been over to her channel, she has a website called Glee Made. It's Glee, I think it's Made, Glee Made. And she's making some really cool African print inspired masks. And I make masks too, but I have not been selling mine. I've just been making them for my family. Because I've been sewing since I was 13 years old. My sister taught me how to sew. I've been making clothes and doing tailoring and things like that. And so I actually had a Facebook page that that's called It's Sew Time. And on that Facebook page, I've got some pictures of things that I've made. I made my husband a shirt for work. Kyra Shawn is tough. She's like the Simon Cowell of wig reviews. She tells it like it is. Yes, she does. I love me some Kyra Shawn now. I love me some Kyra Shawn. So yeah, so like I said, I've been sewing for a long time. And again, if you guys are interested in anything about that, I can certainly help you with that. Yeah, yourself. She's done some really cool masks, Jess the Dragoness. She's done some really cool COVID-19 masks. And you guys should check it out because I don't know how far we're going to go with this thing. I don't know how long this thing is going to last, this whole staying in the house. But, oh, let me tell you what happened today. Me and my husband went to the Home Depot to look for deep freezers because we're trying to like get us some frozen stuff to put in the deep freezer. And almost nobody was wearing a mask. Almost nobody was wearing a mask. I mean, even the people that were inside of the Home Depot, some of their employees weren't wearing the masks. I mean, I don't know what it is about people, but I'm thinking that people are thinking that this is okay and that nothing's wrong and that nothing's going to happen to them. And I mean, I hope to God nothing does. But the fact that they have this kind of cavalier attitude about it kind of scares me. Because, I mean, I'm not going out without my mask. Because I'm over 60 and, you know, I could get that thing and croak tomorrow. So I don't know, you know, they say that if you're over 60, you really need to wear it anyway. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh-oh, my internet is saying that I'm not connected. Are you guys still seeing me? Are you guys still seeing me? Okay. You said that man said everything is good now, no vaccine or with a vaccine. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, internet connection was acting wacky. But okay, so I pretty much talked about everything that I was going to talk about. So, oh, I know what it was I forgot to talk about. You guys said that you want to talk about wig reviews, being a wig reviewer. Are you guys interested in being a wig reviewer? I thought I heard somebody out there say that they wanted to know about starting a vlog because I got some advice on what not to do. I tell you that right now. And there are several people in this chat right now who could give you advice on that as well. But I'll tell you a couple of things not to do if you're going to start a vlog. Don't think that you're going to get thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers right off the bat. That's the first thing. You're not going to, it's just not going to happen. Unless you, well, and I'm not even going to say it, but there are people who are getting lots and lots of views because they're doing like strange and unusual things. And I mean like strange and unusual things that I wouldn't be caught dead doing. But that's going to get you a lot of views. People who like to show things that you might keep in your house, I mean, in your bedroom, those things get views, but I wouldn't do that. But I mean, there are people who do that to get attention, to get views. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm certainly going to allow other people to be who they are. But just know that in the very beginning, unless you do something like that, that's sort of like shocking, it's going to take a minute for you to get for you to get that audience. So I'm just going to tell you some things that some people told me that really worked for me. One thing is plan it. Before you start your channel, plan it. Think about, what do you want to say to people? Why do you want to say it to people? Are you in a position to tell us something that other people aren't already telling us, or that you can tell it better? Because everybody has their way of doing it. Like, for instance, like I said, Kyra Shawn has her style, and her style works perfectly for her. Brittany Meadows has her style, and that works perfectly for her. Weezy has her style, and that works for her. So you have to kind of figure out, what's your personality? And how do you think that would go over with people? And if that's your personality, don't lose it. Don't try to be like somebody else. Be you, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for you to be yourself. So that's the first piece of advice I would say. Plan your channel in terms of what you're trying to do. And yeah, you've been on YouTube for 10 years and have not gotten all the views. Well, maybe you should change it up and try something else, because that's another thing. You may be spending time doing something that maybe you shouldn't be doing. You should be doing whatever your passion is. That's really what you should be doing. You should be doing something you really love to do and that you would do if only 2 people were watching you. So that's important too. And your audience, you kind of have to know who you're targeting your audience to. Yeah, that is a universal tip. Yeah, target your audience. Know who it is that you're talking to. And like you guys know, I started my channel because I felt like there weren't enough people my age doing this. And that's why I decided to do it. And all the women that I've seen that are younger than me, I love them and I think they're great. But at my age, I feel like I have something different to bring. And I've only touched the surface of what I want to do on this channel, because I'm only giving myself another 5 or 6 years. Then after that, I'm probably going to retire because I'm going to be too old and tired to want to do it probably in 5 years. But the thing is, you have to do what you love. You have to be yourself. You have to know who your audience is. And if you can bring energy, bring as much energy as you can to your channel, because people love that. They love energy. That's why they love Kai so much. That's why they love Wigs to Wonderlust. They love people who have energy. And oh, Queen of Mindset. If you guys have not watched Queen of Mindset, if anybody has can bottle some energy, Queen of Mindset needs to bottle some energy, because she's got a lot of it and she's on top of it. I mean, Queen of Mindset, she has it seems to me like she has a video every day. It's like, there she is. Girlfriend is on it every single day. Every single day. She has something going on. Reviewing, she's telling you what she's about to review. And if she's not about to review, she's telling you what's coming. She's on top of her game. But that's her thing. That's what sets her apart from everybody else. And again, Kai's personality sets her apart from everybody else. Weezy's personality sets her apart from everybody else. So, okay, Tam, you said you were wondering if some of the wigs were too old for me. That is why I was so happy to find you and Weezy. Yeah, that's true too, because there are some wigs that the younger women aren't going to touch that I will review. And I'm still working on that part of it, because sometimes they'll do something that I want to do and I'm thinking, am I too old to do that wig? And I'm like, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Or I'll see them do something that I'll see some wig that comes out that I'm like, oh, I know they're not going to touch this one. Yeah. I'm for the woman who's older. I'm really for you guys, because every now and then I'm going to do a long wig. But for the most part, I'm trying to do what I feel like I'm going to look decent in. And being an older woman, we're not going to look good in everything. We're just not. Just like somebody told me, they said that I shouldn't wear dark wigs. And I admit that dark wigs make me look way older. Now, every now and then I review a dark wig because I like it and maybe I can't get it in another color. But yeah, I usually stay away from the really dark wigs because of the fact that they make me look kind of harsh. So, but I don't want people who like dark wigs to watch my channel and say, how come she never reviews a dark wig? So, I'm still going to be doing it. Oh, and gray wigs too. Yeah, I'm doing more gray wigs this year. I'm going to be doing more gray wigs this year because, hey, we wear them and we are gray, So, yeah, so that's another thing. Your audience is important. What you want to do with your channel is important. Don't worry about the fact that other people are doing what you want to do, because you're always going to do it differently than they do it. And then you're going to be able to branch out. Once you actually get that audience, you can start moving into other areas. And again, I like to ask my people what they like. I'm big on asking you guys, what do you like? What do you want to see? What do you want me to do? What area do you think, I should go in that you might be interested in learning something about? Because I'll do that, because I'm really out here for my women who are older. And that's what I want to do. I want to serve you guys, because you're not going to wear a wig that's like rainbow color. I mean, you might, but most of the time, especially when this COVID is over, We're looking for wigs that we can wear to work. We're looking for wigs we can wear to church. We're looking for wigs that we can wear to do things that we do at our age. And I'm not saying we don't club, because I mean, my husband takes me to the jazz club every now and then, and I want something I can wear to the jazz club. Weezy, you say you'll never do another gray. Gray. Oh, you can show. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, right. Just show your natural hair, right? Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, the other thing I want you guys to know is if you're going to start a channel, don't start by running out there and buying a whole bunch of expensive equipment, because you don't need it. You don't have to spend $800, $900, or $1,000 on a new camera, because you can use, and I've heard other people who are experts at this say that the camera that's inside your cell phone, is a good quality camera. The camera that's inside your iPad or your tablet is a good quality camera. The big deal is lighting and sound. If you have good lighting and you have good sound, then you're good. You don't have to really worry so much about whether you're using your iPhone or your iPad. I tell you, if you guys watch Body by Kira, for a long time, she was recording on her phone. And I didn't even realize it, because she recently mentioned that, about a month or so ago, that she was recording on her phone for a long time until she actually got a good camera. So it's possible. It's just the lighting, because I don't like to watch video, and I watch a lot of videos myself. I don't like to watch videos where I can't see the person. I can't see the wig. I can't hear. Because if I can't hear you and I can't really see the wig because you don't have good lighting, I'm not going to watch. If your camera is not the best, that's not important. It's that lighting and it's the sound. So Tam, you said you want your channel to be geared towards older women with alopecia that have decided to wear wigs and are not ready to take the shaved head plunge. Yeah, focus on that then. If that's your thing, you should focus on that. And you could probably team up with alopecia organizations. If I were you and that was going to be my focus, I would team up with those organizations and I would say, hey, I got the channel. I have X amount of people that follow me. I focus on alopecia. Is there some things that we can do together? There may be some things that you guys can do together. Maybe you can get, people to donate wigs to those places. I mean, it's the possibilities on YouTube are endless, depending on what it is that you want. But yeah. Again, you don't need a brand new camera that's $800-900 to start your channel. I started my channel with the computer that I'm talking to you on now. That's what I used first. My Mac. My MacBook, because I used to use my MacBook to just write. When I was writing books, I would use my MacBook to write books. And then I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to do videos, I need a camera. And the only one I had was on this MacBook, because I wasn't even using my phone. So I did my first few videos with my MacBook. And then I moved over to my phone and then to my iPad. And then I eventually got a camera this year. I've only had my camera like 3, 4, 5 months. The one that I used to do my videos. But lighting, I got some soft boxes. I got a ring light. And then eventually got a good camera. So I would focus on lighting and sound first. And if you can get a separate mic, either a lavalier, which is the thing that you attach to your sweater or whatever, either get a lavalier or you can get a microphone that you can put on top of your camera if you actually do have a camera. So Little Princess, you said you were worried about that at first, but everyone said use your phone, so I'm going to use my phone. Yeah, start with your phone, because you don't know where your channel's going. You don't want to waste a lot of money, on something, depending on, you may decide you don't want to do the channel after a while. Or you may decide that, this isn't the direction you want to go. You may want to do podcasts instead of YouTube. So I wouldn't spend a lot of money on that until I was sure. Yeah, I used an old camera too. I think I had a Kodak too. I tried that a couple of times. My Kodak kept turning off. Oh yeah, the reporter in me is not afraid to reach out to anybody. Yeah, I guess it was natural for me, now that you mention it, Weezy, because of the fact that I've been on television for so many years. And talking to people that I don't know is not unusual for me, because every single day when I walked into that newsroom, the producer would say, okay, here's the story. Take this photographer and go do it. Come back at 6 o'clock and have something to put on the air. That's what we were trained to do. You went out the door with nothing, came in the door with the story. And you had to learn to do it fast. That's why Miss Chrissy was asking me about how fast I edit. She said, how can you shoot and edit the same day? I said, because I was trained to do that. I was trained to do that. So yeah, I can shoot my video and edit it in the same day because that's my background. I mean, I was taught to do it quickly. And so that's why I can. I don't always feel like doing it fast, but yeah, I can do it fast because, you know, that's what I was taught. But yeah, so the other advice I would give is software. As far as editing your video, I started out using iMovie because my Mac has iMovie, and yeah, editing can be a pain. So I'm using Filmora now, though. I was using iMovie, but for some reason, I just couldn't. iMovie was harder for me. I couldn't go as fast with iMovie as I could go with Filmora. And I've heard there's some others out there like Final Cut Pro. It's funny, when I heard that some vloggers were using Final Cut Pro, I thought, man, that software was what we used to use in the newsroom to do stories. So that's like some heavy duty stuff, Final Cut Pro, because they used that in the newsroom years ago to edit not only television news programs, but they used it to edit commercials. In the programming department, they were using it for that too. And so I was thinking, hey, Kelly, how you doing? Oh, Kelly, just so you know, the leopard dress won out and the DeVita wig. So that's what I wore last night. The DeVita wig and the leopard dress. My husband loved that leopard dress and he said, thank y'all. He said, thank y'all, because he couldn't take his eyes off the leopard dress. So anyway, the other piece of advice I would give, like I said, don't spend a lot of money on software because you can actually download some software or you can edit sometimes on the internet. There are places on the internet that you can edit without actually having, you know, like in the cloud. So I would check into a lot of different options, ask around, ask other people that you know who are vlogging what they're using. And usually at the bottom in their description section, a lot of the vloggers and wig reviewers will tell you what their equipment is. And some of them will give you links. Like Natural Joy actually puts links to all of her equipment down in her description section, way in the bottom. So yeah, Kamira is a professional. She's trained in it, not like, oh, you talking about me? Well, I tell you, in the very beginning as a reporter, we had unions. And if you were a reporter, you were not allowed to edit your own story. You had to, you would record the story, you turn the tape over to the photographer, and the photographer would turn the tape over to the editor. And there were people who did nothing but edit all day long. You hand them the tape, they'd edit it, and then you'd go back out in the street with your little microphone and do your live shot. And a lot of times we called it throwing to the anchor. Like I'd stand out here with my microphone and I'd be saying blah, 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 blah. And then the anchor would talk to me, and then they would throw it to the tape. And the tape would be what the editor is putting together. Sometimes I never even got a chance to see what he did to the story until it was airing. Because I could be outside and they'd have like these little TV monitors on the ground. And I could stand there and watch the story because that was my cue as to when they were going to come back to me on camera. Like I would throw it to the anchor. They would throw it to my package. That's what they call it, a package. They throw it to my package. And then I could look down on the monitor and see my story running. And sometimes they would either leave out an interview I wanted them to put in, or they leave out some video or whatever. So we were not always able to edit. It wasn't until I got to MSNBC, because at MSNBC, I edited all the online stuff. So I was able to edit the video a lot more when I was at MSNBC, and we used Premiere, Adobe Premiere. And some people are still using Adobe Premiere. Hey, New York. Hey, New York City Chocolate. How you doing? Hey, Anita, or Arnita, yep. How y'all doing? Hey, read me, love, listen. Yeah, the good thing about the lavalier is that it's right there on your clothing. The bad part about the lavalier is that if you try to do a 360, to show somebody the back of your wig, that lavalier is going to get all tied up on you. So what I would suggest is before you turn around, take the lavalier off into your hand and then turn around with it so that you don't get it all tangled up on you, because it'll pull itself off and your sound will sound real crappy. Oh, Kamira, for me to edit, it depends on how long the video is. If I'm only doing like 6 minutes, it's probably going to take me 30, maybe 30 minutes to do it. I think it takes me 15 to 30 minutes if it's a 6-minute video. If it's longer than that, it's probably going to take me about an hour. I don't think it took me, when I did the clothing haul, I have a whole bunch of different elements in that clothing haul. So to edit that, I ended up having to cut different pieces in different sections and then putting them together, like making them separate movies and then putting them together, because I wanted to do a split screen and it wasn't working. That Filmora wasn't working for the split screen. So I had to kind of do it differently so that I could get it together. So I had to cut separate pieces and put them together. But yeah, it usually takes me, I think the longest it's taken me to edit something is probably about an hour, But that's because the Filmora to me is easier. Yeah, you're right, Kelly. Again, I'm not going outside without a mask because I'm over 60. So do you think that it's important to have an IG or Twitter when you have a channel? Yeah, Instagram especially. But if you're older, if you're an older woman, I would get on Facebook, because there are a lot of older women who are not on Instagram that are on Facebook. And if you look at the numbers, the analytics, the majority of the people our age are on Facebook, because we pushed all the young people off to TikTok and all those places. So if you're focusing on older people, Facebook is probably the place to be. Instagram is good, but I would say that you're going to get your people from Facebook if you're looking for older people. Yeah. Oh, your date was great. You looked great in all of them. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. That haul was fun. Yeah, Facebook is a good place for older people. Younger people are going to be on TikTok. They're going to be on Instagram. They're going to be on Snapchat, places like that, where older folks probably don't even know what some of those things are. So sometimes you should just ask your friends. You know, ask people that you know. And you're right, Weezy, a minimum of 2 social media is a must. That's true. I would get on TikTok if I had something to say, because I had first thought that TikTok was just, give me strings like what? Anyway, I was going to get on TikTok. And then I thought, well, there's nothing but young people on TikTok, so why should I bother? And then I happened to get on there, and I saw Jennifer Lopez's old behind on there with her husband dancing in front of the mirror. And I thought, okay, if Jennifer Lopez can be on TikTok, then I guess I can. Because she's old too. I mean, she ain't old, but she's old enough. But yeah, so IG is good. Twitter, I don't know. I don't know too many people on Twitter. I think that the marketing people, yeah, every age is on TikTok. I found that out, Kamira. The marketing people for wig companies are on Twitter. Actual people who are into wigs, I don't know if they're on Twitter. For me, my Twitter account is exclusive to my writing, because there's a huge fiction and nonfiction writing community on Twitter, and I'm on Twitter for that. But that's all. Yeah. So I don't really use Twitter for wig reviews, because I've really not seen much activity there. You don't know what TikTok is? TikTok is a place where you can create really short videos, like really don't rush thing in TikTok. Oh yeah, Weezy, the government says doesn't want you on TikTok because the Chinese are stealing information and identity from it. They banned all government employees from using it. Oh, okay. Now I think I heard something like that about TikTok being a place that the government has kind of been watching because of the Chinese, I guess. But yeah, I wasn't on there anyway, but I was thinking about it because I saw other people on there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for you guys. I mean, if you have any other questions about vlogging, I'm certainly no expert, but again, there are people in this chat that you can talk to who could give you really good advice on starting a channel, but I wouldn't hesitate to do it. Even if you don't have a whole lot of equipment and, you know, if you have a focus and you know what you want to do, even if you see other people doing it, just keep in mind that it's always your unique take on anything that you do. Yeah, your unique take on anything that you do. I'm thinking of probably maybe interviewing people on my channel in different areas. I'm thinking I might do that because that might be something that people, do I review perfume? You know, no, I don't even wear perfume that often. I mean, I bathe and I use, you know, moisturizers. My moisturizers usually smell nice, but I'm not big on wearing perfume. Every time my husband buys me perfume, I never wear it. I don't know. I just don't. And two, where I go to worship, a lot of the people that I am around at my place of worship are allergic to perfume. And so I think that's probably when I stopped wearing it, because it was causing other people to have allergic reactions, you know, just being close to you with perfume. Some people just have allergic reactions. Are you going to be interviewing somebody on your live stream on Saturday? I want to do that, but I think I'm going to record mine instead of doing it live. I'm scared to do mine live. I'm going to record mine first. I have a girlfriend in France. She's a doctor, and she does those recordings all the time for her. She doesn't, well, yeah, she does have a YouTube channel. I think Dr. Pennington has a YouTube channel. But anyway, I might get Dr. Pennington on because she's crazy as a bedbug, and I might interview her because she wears wigs as well. But yeah, just think about what you want to do. Branch out. Don't be afraid to take risks, because I mean, it's pretty much up for grabs what you do on YouTube, you know, as long as you're not breaking any rules. If there's something that people aren't doing that you think everybody should see, you should do it. You know, just do it. And just try to be as entertaining as you can, because well, my fake nail's about to come off. Yeah, try to be as entertaining as you can, because people like to be entertained. You know, I mean, they just do. Is that chocolate swirl? Oh, this is actually Sabrina. And I think this is an auburn color. I think this is some kind of auburn. I don't remember exactly what it is. But whatever the auburn color is in Sabrina, that's what this is. Yeah. You're ordering Davita, but you're unsure of that caramel color. I want to see it on someone. Oh, well, you're going to see it on me. I have decided that I'm going to buy that dark rooted caramel color, because I want to see the difference between that caramel color and the golden amber that I have, the face framing golden amber that I have. I'm going to get the caramel color, and I'm going to review that one once it comes. So yeah. Yes, I do have Valentino. I have FF cream, and I have the golden brown. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, ladies, I'm going to wrap this up because my pizza has gotten cold and I have not eaten yet. But I just want to thank you guys again for coming, for supporting me, helping me pick my dress, because again, my husband loved that leopard dress and he loved my hair. And just so you know, we did not stay in the nightclub very long. So thank you so much for helping a sister out. So if you have not subscribed and you've just come to pop in and visit me, please do so. And tell your friends, please tell your friends about it, especially your older friends, that I'm reviewing wigs for older women, because I've got a lot of things in store for you guys, and I don't want anybody to miss any of it. So I'm going to sign off now. Thank you guys so much again for joining this. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And like I always say, if you're going to show love to anyone today, please show it to the Creator. Take care, you guys, and have a great rest of your weekend.